The morning was quiet. Soft sunlight slipped through the window, gently lighting the small room. Delight knelt beside her bed, her hands clasped together. "Lord, guide me today," she whispered softly. Today was her first day at Virtue's Land College. Annual Schul, a new beginning. But something in her heart felt. "Unezi." From the kitchen, her mother's voice called. "Delight, you'll be late." "I'm coming, Mama," she replied. She stood up, adjusted her neat uniform, and picked up her school bag. Before leaving, she paused at the mirror. For un moment. She looked unsure. Then she took a deep breath and walked.
The classroom was loud. Students were laughing, shouting, moving around. Then suddenly, silence. Delight stood at the door. Every eye turned toward her. Vanessa leaned back in her chair, looking her up and down. A slow smirk appeared on her face. "Well, look who we have here," she said. Lara leaned closer, whispering loudly. "She looks like she came straight from church." The class burst into laughter. Delight swallowed. But still. "Good morning," she said politely. No one answered. She walked quietly to an empty seat. And just like that, she became a target. Watch out for the next part.
Breikicimi. Students filled the corridors with noise and movement. Delight walked quietly, holding her books. Then, "Hey, you!" She stopped. Vanessa and her group walked toward her. Lara pointed at her. "Why do you walk like that?" Kim laughed. Loudly, Delight held her books tighter. "I'm just going to class," she said softly. Vanessa stepped closer. "We don't like quiet people here." The girls laughed again. Other students watched, but said nothing. Delight stood there, calm on the outside. Inside, her heart was beating fast.
The classroom was quiet. "Who can solve this?" Mrs. Daniels asked. No one moved. Then slowly, Naomi raised her hand. The class turned. Vanessa frowned. Delight stood and answered clearly. "Correct." Mrs. Daniels smiled. "Excellent, Delight." Murmurs filled the room. Vanessa's jaw tightened. That was the moment everything changed.
Delight returned from class and stopped. Her books were on the ground. Dirty. Scattered. Laughter echoed behind her. She turned. "Vanessa?" Delight said nothing. She simply knelt down and picked them up. No anger, shouting. Just silence in that confused. "You are not an ordinary person," Esther whispered gently. A delighted smile spread across her face. "I simply do not enjoy fighting." Esther gazed into her eyes. "Did you not feel any anger towards me?" Delight hesitated for a moment. "I do. But I have chosen to prioritize peace over anger. For the very first time, someone truly understood her innermost thoughts and feelings."
Vanessa looked annoyed. Lara snapped back. "Let's finally show her who's the better player this time." Kim thought for a moment. What if? Vanessa cut him off. "Keep your head up. You're not alone." A plan had been in the works, and this isn't one of them.
Everything went wrong on purpose. And somehow, Delight was blamed. Laughter exploded. Mrs. Daniels looked disappointed. Delight stood still. Her eyes filled with tears. But she didn't speak. Then Vanessa and her team laughed, and the whole class joined them laughing.
"Stoppi." The class froze. Was he stare? It wasn't Delight. It was them, Vanessa and those other girls. They hatched a conspiracy to frame Delight of stealing the money.
Silence. Vanessa's smile disappeared, and she looked angrily at Esther. Mrs. Daniels' face hardened with anger. Truth had entered the room, and they were sent to the principal's office.
You have disgraced this school, the principal said. Nu Juan spoke. Vanessa looked down. For the first time, she had no power. The principal scolded them and asked them to kneel down and that they will be severely punished for their actions. Vanessa and her team mates became very remorseful and for the first time felt sorry.
I'm sorry, Kim said softly. I should have never listened to Vanessa. I was just doing it so as not to get bullied by her and her friends. Delight looked at her and smiled. I forgive you. Please stop begging me. I don't like when people beg me. I've accepted your apology long before you even came to me. Kim blinked. She didn't expect that. And something inside her changed. She felt a strong urge to hug Delight tightly, but she held herself and walked on with Delight. As they walked on, they met Vanessa and the other.
I'm sorry, Kim said softly. Delight looked at her and smiled. I forgive you. Kim blinked. She didn't expect that, and something inside her changed.
Things were different now. People spoke to Delight. They all respected her, even admired her. Vanessa walked slowly toward her, paused, then quietly, I was wrong. I'm very sorry, Delight. I let my actions get the best of me, she said. Delight smiled and said finally that moment, Virtue's Land can live up to its name. Lesson learned. 1. Don't hate people for no reason. 2. Life has a way of bringing light.